Alrighty, so it's pretty late at night, but they just released, or well, Regents just updated his beta app Discord section on some of the stuff that I guess they were planning. So it says this was the calendar that Netmarble had planned, July through October. It probably won't be like this anymore. Obviously not, because we are already into August a little bit, and we already don't have some of this stuff. But Holy War Estarossa was planned for July 28th. I'm assuming that this was for JP and Korea, is the dates for these, I would imagine, which is really interesting that they were planning on doing him this early. They really haven't had any leaks on as far as like his character model or anything like that, so I'm assuming a Holy War Estarossa is going to be like assault mode Estarossa, as people call him. I'm pretty sure he's like the one in the show where he absorbs a couple of the commandments and stuff like that, and he goes like berserko mode. I'm pretty sure that's the one that they're going to be doing. It's not going to be Mael. That's way too far ahead in the story to make any sort of sense. So yeah, just be aware of that. I just wanted to go over this though, because I thought a lot of this stuff was really interesting, especially to see how much it's changed. So August 12th, it says Margaret will be a limited unit, 600 gems. We obviously didn't get that. She was a 900 gem banner on the JP and Korea versions, and she's probably going to be a 900 banner on our version. I really don't see them changing that at all, especially between versions. That would piss way too many of the JP Korea players off. New artifacts for angels and demons. I don't think that we've gotten this either yet. As far as I know, I don't think that they've added any sort of new artifact cards or anything like that to the JP or Korean version since they added the artifact system. New event, which is the battle versus the three brothers. They teased this a little bit. I don't think Netmarble has teased this, but I'm pretty sure there was some leaks or whatever that they showed where it was going to be like a battle event between Demon Melee, Zeldris, and Estarossa, just as like a group that you go up against as like just some sort of like event boss battle, which would be really cool. I honestly haven't been keeping up with the JP Korea stuff too much as of late, so I don't know if this has actually made it into the game yet or not, but if it has, cool. If not, I mean, I kind of look forward to it because doing a boss battle like this would be kind of neat. Final boss Matrona and Gerard, which is really interesting. I think that's kind of a weird combo, but I guess that could be kind of cool. Not anything that I can really hate on about that, I guess. Both of them are kind of like meh units that you probably wouldn't really care to get like an outfit for or something like that, but who knows, it could be, you know, something kind of like the trio of danger not trio of danger, the trio of troublemakers, the like Griamore, Gilthunder, and Hauser combo, where you don't get an outfit for it. It's just like a final boss event where you get diamonds or whatever. August 25th is a Ragnarok event, new deathmatch, and a Ragnarok unit for free. I don't know if this is the one that they have already done and they gave out, what's her name? Thonar for free, and it was the first Ragnarok event, or if this is supposed to be talking about the next Ragnarok event. I'm not honestly too sure about that, but I would assume it's the first one because I would imagine they're probably not going to give out a free Ragnarok unit every single time a Ragnarok update comes out. They're just far too greedy for that. So yeah, I guess that got pulled earlier than expected then, maybe, if that's the first one. September 8th is a collaboration event and new collaboration units, support to collaboration units, and support to Assault Meliodas. This is very interesting because as far as I know, I don't think that there has been any sort of leaks or anything like that regarding what a new collab could be on or anything like that, but it's kind of interesting that at least tells us that there is maybe a collab in the works, and it could potentially be coming out soon, but you never know with this kind of stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of licensing and different kinds of things that go behind the scenes, and I mean, collaborations could get canceled, whatever the case may be, so we may not even end up seeing a collaboration soon, but yeah, interesting that there was a collab supposed to be coming out on September 8th. They might still be able to reach that time frame. I really don't know. But as far as like today goes, they literally just announced today that, you know, QSAC is going to be the next festival. I'm pretty sure the patch is already live and everything like that on JP at this point. So the fact that they're literally doing 2 Holy War festivals back to back, 2 weeks between each other, is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of players are getting really pissed off with the game right now because of it. And I can completely agree. They've just the past little bit has been so bad for the game right now. Like, they've been adding 6/6 effects on everybody, and there's just a lot of things are rubbing the players the wrong way. And honestly, they need to kind of change it up a little bit, or else people are going to start getting more and more pissed off with it, and they're going to stop playing the game. So yeah, I had a guy leave my guild today because he literally posted he made a post and said, hey, like, I don't like the way that the game is going right now with their scummy tactics, so I'll talk to you guys later, have a good one. And so yeah, like, the player base is not very happy so far, and I completely agree. Like, I definitely recommend we try to get some sort of message across to the developers that whatever. I mean, I don't know. People were posting, apparently, the JP and Korea versions of the game. Maybe it's just the Korean version. I don't know exactly like what side of it is, but the revenue, I guess, for Netmarble is just down right now. Like, their like sales or whatever it is, like quarterly sales, whatever you want to call it. I don't know exactly how all of that stuff works as far as business goes, but apparently their sales are down right now, and that seems to be why they might be pushing out more content and stuff like that, trying to get more people to spend money on the game, which is very scummy. That's not good. Anyway, September 22nd was supposed to be Hendrickson and a new Dreyfus unit. They kind of teased this one, I think, in the past two. I think there were going to be a new Dreyfus and a new Hendrickson unit, which is kind of interesting. And then there was also going to be Final Boss Arthur, which could be pretty cool because depending on which Arthur they do, if it's like the new like Excalibur Arthur, that would be really interesting. Or if it's just like an old Arthur, I guess it could be kind of cool. But the old Arthurs really aren't used as much anymore. The green one is still pretty good for PvE and stuff like that. But I don't exactly know how I would feel about them giving a Final Boss Arthur outfit at this point, because I kind of went over it a little bit in the JP patch notes video that I put out earlier today. But a lot of these final bosses and stuff that they've been doing with the commandments are just a little too late. Like, you don't need a lot of costumes for these characters anymore. Like, sure, the costumes are nice to have, I guess, but it just seems like they would have been better suited for when the characters were actually meta relevant and used and stuff like that. Whereas, like, I mean, sure, like Blue Droll is still pretty good, and I'm planning on using his final boss outfit whenever the current final boss ends, but a lot of the other ones really just don't matter anymore. So yeah. October 6th was supposed to be Halloween Disasters units, which I don't know if this was going to be new units or if they were just planning on bringing back Roxy and Shin, etc. Or they probably were going to add like a new one or maybe two new ones or something like that and put them on a banner, and then bring back the old Halloween ones and put those on the banner as well. This one was really interesting though, is October 13th was supposed to be a Halloween Escanor. I could only assume that was going to be like a base level, like the normal sort of Escanor, but as a blue unit. I think that would be really, really cool. And it says limited unit as 600 gems. I don't know exactly. It would depend on how good he was. I'm sure it's an Escanor unit, so they would try to make him good. But 600 gems, I'm just so tired of spending 600 and 900 gems for units, dude. It's ridiculous. Like, the fact that this one is a step up is kind of nice, but like, that a collaboration event would be 600 gems as well. None of this stuff feels like it's like actually like celebratory, or like, hey, like we're giving back to the player base, or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm glad that there are guarantees for the units, don't get me wrong, because like, God, I spent 900 gems to get a blue demon. I spent 900 gems and didn't even get a blue demon melee back in the day because there wasn't a guarantee to get him. But it feels ridiculous that you have to spend like 600 to 900 gems to get just a regular character. Like, that's ridiculous. And then October 27th was supposed to be another Ragnarok event. So that's really interesting to see, like, the timeline that they had set up for it. I don't really know how to feel about the whole thing. This might give us at least a little bit of insight on what might be coming up sort of soonish. The fact that there's another Holy War festival with Estarossa sort of planned for some sort of time frame. Obviously, it got rescheduled, so we don't know when that would be. It's weird that they're doing so many Holy War festivals, but I guess it makes a little bit more sense because, as we're approaching the area in the storyline that we are in, it's going to be a lot of demons, a lot of angels, etc. So that makes a lot of sense. The fact that they nerfed us on this one and ended up making it a 900 gem banner and made it a festival unit It's kind of disappointing. I would have loved to have seen this as a 600 gems, but you know, it is what it is. Final bosses are, you know, pretty cool. I'm excited to see the new Ragnarok stuff, honestly, whenever it comes out, depending on which characters and stuff like that they make available for us to summon for. New collaboration sounds good. I like collaborations on paper, but they always drop them at the worst times to try to maximize profits. So it's always like, oh, hey, I know we just had a festival, but we're dropping a collaboration right after that. So that way you're broke and you need to spend money on the game. So that way you can actually summon for them. Their timing is incredible. It just feels like they really don't care about the player base and stuff like that with a lot of these decisions. But I don't really want to make it a rant about that. I don't know. I thought this was pretty insightful, pretty interesting. Figured I'd just get it out there, let you guys see it, sort of get what your opinions are on it. So let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think about the game right now, because honestly, like, I'm still having fun playing the game, but as far as like a lot of the banners and stuff goes, like, it's really pretty disappointing. So that's pretty much it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.